we we do a monthly show every month with People's Radio where we just talk about current kind of events. And the last show we did, I think I was kind of thinking about the show coming up here, and we were talking about how customers going into a fast food place
Mhm.
treat the workers sometimes just like they're just nothing.
Mhm.
And have you witnessed that before? Because I have, working at low wage jobs. Like they look down on you, and like I said
Yeah.
before, they're making a lot of these people are just making a few dollars more an hour, if that more than you, or have a
I,
job where they're not getting greasy or something, and think they're superior.
I was always at the register, so I had to deal with customers being rude and demanding a lot. And for the most part, I was pleasant and didn't sign on or didn't, you know, aid in their aggravation that they came into McDonald's with. So I feel like it would be diffused quickly. But sometimes there was people who just had some point that they had to prove, which is, oh, you're dumb because look at you over there and I'm over here. And I'm like, well, look at what you're purchasing though.
Eventually, it'll
Like,
kill
really,
you.
look at what you're purchasing. I'm sorry. I don't buy McDonald's myself. And even when I was there, I would eat a salad or wrap. And then I stopped eating the wrap because while I was speaking out, I kept getting sick off the wrap, which I was like, dude, what's up? Anyway,
Did they let you eat for free there, or did you have to pay for your food?
yeah, you have one employee meal for free.
Yeah, we would wait till the manager would leave, and then we make food. Whenever I worked at fast food, because they didn't let us. And I'd
Oh, no.
always think, to buy something they have here, I work an hour and I can't even afford this. How sick is that?
Yeah. You have to work like an hour and a half pretty much just to get
Yeah,
one meal.
isn't that
And don't try
horrible?
to supersize it or whatever.
Yeah.
I
Um. So
think
what?
it's
Oh, go
so
ahead.
ridiculous too that the salad I think was $6 while a burger is like three. Like why are you what? Like I don't understand that.
It makes you wonder what kind of meat they're using.
Yeah. Like that nowhere does lettuce cost more than beef. In any store, you can get like a pound of lettuce way cheaper than a pound of beef. Like that makes no sense at all. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Can we talk a little bit more about the kind of, just before any of the drama happened with the union or the fight for 15,
Hmm.
how they treat their employees, like what they expect of you. I mean, some of the unrealistic, for what they're paying, I think it's unrealistic to expect what they expect from the workers.
Um, I like I said, my job was mostly I started with fries, but I was there for maybe a week and a half or something. And then I was at the register after that, and I just stayed on register until I was fired for being short. And then I was like, I will not go on register. Put me back on fries. I refuse.
Do you think you
But
were? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. But real quick, do you think you were hired back just because you had the lawyers and the people standing behind you, and if you didn't, maybe you wouldn't have been able to get hired back there?
definitely, if it was just me, they wouldn't care.
Yeah. So most
They,
employees who would get fired under those circumstances, I mean, you got incredibly lucky with people backing you.
yes, I could read. I have the book here. I was short 97 cent in total because you're allowed a certain amount, and I was short 97 cent and was fired over 97 cent.
What
So,
amount are you allowed?
I think you're allowed. Hold on, I have to look through my papers, but I'm pretty sure it was $2 or something like that. You're allowed $2 even.
So you weren't even above what you had to get, Nate. So that was just really scandalous why they fired you. It was definitely the targeted kind of thing, correct?
Yes, and then with the dates coincide perfectly with right after I spoke. Um, right when I came back from the State of the Union, my first day back was February 6th or something. And that's when I was short the 97 cent. And then that's when I was fired. But before that, with after I spoke, I was on the news at rallies, etc. Then we added up we looked at the calendar and everything, and it was perfectly like the next time I had work, I was somehow short exactly. Um, yeah, and it was always the same dude, always the same manager who was, one of those shisty, scandalous, rude, heartless. You're wondering at any point in time, have you ever smiled? Kind of people.
Do you think he did it of his own accord because he just was against you guys making more money, or do you think he was told to do that to get rid of you?
I think he was told to do that because I think he is just like a cog in the system totally.
Yeah, these tools got to learn. I mean, it doesn't take much for everyone just to walk out and shut down a whole store. It's just getting people's, like you said earlier, they're scared, a lot of people. If you could eliminate that fear, we have all the power. All the
Yeah.
workers walk out, he's not making money that day.
No.
And I think workers really need to stand next to each other. I mean, we all in the same crappy jobs together. Why not stand up for each other? You attack one of us, you're attacking all of us. And I don't understand why it doesn't work like that sometimes, but I guess it is the fear or
Hmm.
the indoctrination they give you that it's not worth it, and you don't deserve this kind of money. I spoke with
Yeah.
one lady who was in her 60s, and she was working a skilled job doing actually framing, like carpentry and stuff. And she was making, after 30 years working there, she was making almost $13 an hour.
Hmm.
And she said it was her fault she wasn't rich because she could have worked harder.
Uh,
And I'm like, but they weren't going to pay you more. You're slaving away at 60 years old doing what people 20 and 30 years old are doing, sweating. I mean, building frames for people, doing skilled carpenter work, and they're paying you $12 an hour, and you're blaming yourself. Well, your
yeah.
executives are coming in BMWs and Mercedes, to check up on you and everything off your sweat and your labor. And people don't understand that. You stop working, they stop making money.
Yeah.